again because apparently I had my headphones and mic switched. So I went through the whole dang video and you guys can hear a damn thing I said. So we're going to jump in this again. So this is my haul from the Rose City Comic Con. So we're going to jump into it here. Um, okay, kick back here. Just down. Okay. So is that better? Can everybody hear me? Please let me know in the chat. I want to thank Richard for. I went through that whole video without any audio, and now I feel like a total dork. But you know, it is what it is. We'll try this again, shall we? Where is my chat? I saw it. There it is. Okay, good. Okay, let me see where I was here. So first, I'm gonna start off with the books I got signed on this year. So 2016 Rose City Comic Con up in Portland. Dark and Bloody #1. I got that signed by Sean Aldridge. You know, didn't talk to him very much. Just got my book signed, and on my way, wasn't much of a line there for him. Zatira 84 for jumping in and being part. To you too. I didn't even up to you. Oh, now I gotta get this again. So got that signed by Sean Aldridge. Got my Batman #1 signed by Finch. And Glitter Bomb #1 signed by Jim Zub. They had a Comic-Con exclusive variant for this. It was $12, but I decided just to have them sign my regular copy that I got. The Pro signed by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. They were pretty cool. There was a guy ahead of us that had a crap ton of books to get signed, and so we got kind of stuck in line right with Jimmy, and we were talking to him for a good 5-10 minutes. So he's a really cool guy. Harley Quinn #1, The Rebirth. Got that signed by Jimmy and Amanda as well. Hickman signed my Secret Wars #1. He was kind of a weird guy. I went up and talked to him, and I told him, I said, hey, you know, that Secret Wars was kind of the one that got me back into collecting comics again. And he just said, oh, I'm sorry. So I don't know if he's just joking around or being serious or what it was. Picked up this print. Had it signed by Jimmy and Amanda as well. This was $10 for this print. Probably end up sending this to my daughter. She's a big Harley Quinn fan. Signed by Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. I was in the line to get this signed by Nicholas Scott. I finally got up there, and some guy jumped in line right ahead of me, started talking to her, and I stood in line for like 10 minutes while she had my book waiting to sign it when she was having a whole other conversation. So, but I got it signed. No, nobody's going to join. This is just me showing off my con stuff. I was going to have Bruce jump in here, but he's busy. My Wonder Woman Rebirth had it signed by Greg Rucka, Liam Sharp, and Clark. I didn't want to have Greg Rucka signed a chill cover. I thought that would be kind of crappy, so I just had him sign my regular one. And so probably the favorite artist that I met over the con is Eric Powell. Actually, I had this issue before and I gave it away on one of our live shows. I had to pick it up again. He had it there at the con. It was $3.99. I picked it up and I had him sign this one. And then he's also signed Hillbilly #2 for me. And Hillbilly number 1 too. He was the best there. I mean, really laid back guy, really cool. I actually bought one of his prints as well. It's from the cover, and he signed it on the bottom here. This was $10 for the pretty decent sized print. Now for the books that I was going to get, I had planned on. I had a $200. You would have had a Hillbilly sign. I did have the Hillbilly sign. Do you talk about if you were there, Wonky? I had $200 in my budget to spend, and I really had planned to buy a whole bunch of cheap books to fill in some runs, but I didn't necessarily do that. I bought some not high-end books, but more than a couple of dollars. But I'll jump into the cheaper books first that I got. Yeah, he was a really cool guy. I look forward to seeing him again, and I'm actually picking up Spooky Stories, Spook House that's coming out next month, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Punisher Warzone. These are ones that I picked up when I was a kid. I had the whole run, and now I'm just trying to get back and fill these in. So that's issue 2 and 3. These were a buck a piece. Issue number 7. There's 8. There's 10. 11. And issue 12. So those were a buck a piece. Now I have 1 through. Yes, I've seen the Punisher Warzone movie. It was far better than the. I think it was. A lot of people love the who's the guy who played Punisher in the first one? Really loved his Punisher. Thomas Jane. He was okay, but I definitely love the Warzone movie a lot better. Kind of fit more into the Punisher was. No, it's not part of the Greg or Garth Ennis run. It's I don't know who did that run. I know it was John Romita Jr. art, and shoot, who was the writer on this one? Yeah, Dolph Lundgren was the first one back in '89 or '90, when then Thomas Jane took it over early 2000s. But it definitely, I thought that who was the guy that did it last time? I thought he was awesome. This is Chuck Dixon was the writer on this, and John Romita Jr. was the artist on the first, I think, 10. Let's see here. Where'd those books go? Bought some cat books. Nothing, no big expensive ones by any means. There they are. I've been getting into a Captain America jaunt lately. So $3.90. $3.87. I think these were in the 50-cent box. This is the MODOK. Yeah, I tried to upload a video last time, and I had my audio and my headset jacks reversed, and so I had to stop the audio. I almost got completely done with the video and had to restart it. So 375. $374, a bullseye appearance. $373. And $370. And these were, I think they were 50-cent box. So I did get some cheap books, but not a whole lot of cheap books. I did get quite a few Batman. I think that's probably what I got most of. So because the whole time I was looking for Adam Hughes Catwoman covers and Batman stuff, and then other stuff, that Spider-Man, of course, but usually the Spider-Man was out of what I was willing to pay for it. Now Batman 367 Poison Ivy appearance. Picked up this one for $5. This was $4.42. I already have this issue, but it was $1, so I grabbed another one. $4.46. Mainly just filler stuff, really. $4.50. Joker. $4.51. And Batman and Robin #4. I've been trying to get this run as well. This is the Grant Morrison run. #6. I think these were $1.50 a piece for these two. $6.10. Part of the Hush series. This one was $3.50 for this guy. $6.20. I think this was this might have been $1 bin. Or I think $1.50. I think this one's $1.50 too. This is $6.21. And $6.23. Part of the Broken City story arc. $6.25. $6.52. This one I paid $2 for. $6.53. A Two-Face cover. This was one of the more, I guess you'd call it, more expensive books that I picked up. This is Batman 655. This is the first cameo of Damian Wayne, Batman's son. This was $7.50. Batman 677, part of the RIP story arc. That was $2. And $6.87. That was $1. No, my wife is not into comics other than watching the comic book movies. And she watches some of the comic TV shows too. She watched Jessica Jones, but she didn't watch Daredevil. I picked up this Four Kids Walk Into a Bank. I didn't get it when it got first released, and I saw it there. This was $5. I went in and just grabbed this guy. X Factor #1. This is one of the more expensive books that I bought. This was $7. I think this was actually, I think it was the most expensive book that I bought there. Uncanny X-Men number 133. This is the first Wolverine on the cover of X-Men. This was $10. Wolverine number 8. Cool classic cover, Hulk and Wolverine. This was $6. I think it was $20 on there, but it was 70% off, so could pass it for $6. It's got one spine break on it. This minor color break, nothing major, but still, it's a pretty cool book for $6. Daredevil 179, part of the Frank Miller run. This one was $8. Daredevil 189. This is the Death of Styx. That was $5. 190. That one was $3. And I've been trying to complete Walking Dead issues 100 up to current, and I picked up a few of those. Issue 101. This is right where the show is right now. This one was $5 for this guy. $107. He was $5. $109. That was $4. And then $132, which is the first appearance of Alpha. And I got this for $7. See, I think they had it marked at 15. It was 50% off. And they had another one which was $20 book, and I didn't see any difference really in the comics at all. And I probably should have grabbed the other one too, just in case, because it's probably going to blow up just like that issue 100 is of first appearance of Negan. So, but I didn't. So that's actually all that I got at the con. No Catwoman, no Adam Hughes Catwoman, other than the one I saw that was a graded copy, and he wanted $80 for it, and I wasn't going to pay for it. And that was Catwoman number 51. That's the one where it's her mugshot, and I definitely was not going to pay $80 for it. That's for sure. But I did stop at another comic shop on the way home, and I picked up. Oh, I forgot. I picked this one up too. Batman. This is 611. This is part of the Hush series too. Picked that up at the con. That was $8 for that bad boy. And then I picked up these at a different shop on the way home. Got all 7 of these for $20. So Batman 616, part of that the Hush series again. 618, pretty badass cover. And I did find some Adam Hughes covers. They're not the iconic covers I'm looking for, but still Adam Hughes nonetheless. 52. Thanks, AG Surfer. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to try to catch your brother on the way back through, but I was pretty pressed for time. I did stop. This is where I got these. I got these in Eugene at what was the name of that place? It was you might know what it is. AG Surfer, some of the shops in Eugene. It's right next to a little bookstore. You have to go up these stairs, and I forgot the name of it. 6, another Adam Hughes cover. Number 61. Number 76. And number 77. So I was happy to get these at cover price here. And I bet you if he had issue 51 at that store was kind of weird because I went in there and I asked if he had any back issues because I didn't see any long boxes anywhere. And he said, yeah, they're back here. And he had to go behind the counter. And they weren't even in bags and boards. They were stacked on top of each other back there. He asked which ones I was looking for. And he actually brought them out and put them down on the desk and had me look through them there. He had to go through guide to make sure that they weren't, expensive books. And that issue 51 is in the guide still like a $3 or $4 book. So I mean, if he had that, I probably could have got it for, close to cover price on that bad boy. Yeah, I just started getting into Catwoman, and mainly the Adam Hughes covers. That's what I'm looking for right now. And Captain Dadpool jumps in right toward the end of my live show here. But yeah, I'm looking for issue 51. I think that's one of the big ones, and 77 of the Adam Hughes covers. And those are going for like 60, 70, 80 bucks. And I'm still holding off to see if I can find it somewhere in the wild for cover price. But that is my haul. Like I said, not a whole lot for 200 bucks. I mean, $200 goes quick at the con, especially when pizza's $6 a slice. So, but I did have a lot of fun. Met up with Bruce Zayas, hung out both days together. Ran into Undisputed Frost. He was up there. I at first when I turned on Syme, I knew I recognized him, but I could never. I couldn't place him. It was out of context. And then it clicked with me. I was like, oh, dude, what the hell, man? We chit-chatted for a good half an hour or two. So it was great to hang out with people. I'm looking to hopefully, I think I want to go to the Eugene Con coming up here in November and hook up with Tats, the Tat Comics up there. I know he's going to that one. And it would be kind of a cool thing because definitely a lot cheaper con. It's only $30 for the weekend versus $60 for the Rose City Comic Con. But that's my plan for hopefully November. I'm not going to have such a big budget though because Christmas coming up and everything's. But that's all I got, guys. I appreciate you guys jumping in chat and watching my show, and we'll catch you later.